Hi everybody, it's Rick. Still learning Wordle. Still learning Swift. A lot of Swift to learn. Yeah, the episode last time, number 19, was didn't have a good flow to it, and it was pretty much all over the place. I hesitate to revisit any of that territory. What we'll do in this session, what I'll do though, is a little bit more of what I wanted to go for in this section, where we're trying to make the N-curses version of this program. As I said, we're very close. Right now, we have this going for us. Once my computer wakes up, we have this version where the game plays in a simple GUI. Some would say a text UI, a tooey. I just made that up. I don't know if that's what people call it. But this again does not work. It's not connected. If you type in something longer, that's what looks like 7 letters. You can see there's some bugs here. What we can do is start to take this code and really make it so that it's connected to the game that we built, the command line game, the one where we played it straight. And I'll remind everybody that's this one. This is the one where it actually does a command line way to do it. So I'm going to say guess. It's smart when it doesn't have a correct input. And of course it has that cool backdoor, but it has that 14,000 word dictionary, which has words like this that make no sense. There's a lot we can do to improve the dictionary and to bring this accurate gameplay, or mostly accurate gameplay, to the UI version, the TUI version, with the N-curses. But what I thought today, because it was a little chaotic in the last episode, I'm just going to focus on trying the code, a version of this game with this. No, not this one. Derrick's SwiftCursesTerm. He went through the trouble of making a Swift version of the N-curses library, and he brought in the C-based N-curses library using the interoperability features that Swift has. It's compiler stuff, and I pointed out some resources in the previous episode. But at the end of that episode, I thought, I think I'll just continue working with the C-based N-curses, and you see what we would have to do. We'd have to maybe put a lot of stuff into functions and hide a lot of the curses stuff. I don't know how we might do it here in the guess loop, but on and on. We'd have to do a bunch of things, and there's also the issue with funky types. Int32 and opaque pointer are not things that they're part of Swift, of course, but they're not the common ones that are in the they're not the common types. So I thought, oh, let me just take another crack at this and just go for some period of time while I'm trying to bring in this. And so what I'll do is, to some extent, I was always headed in this direction because I named this mock-up SwiftCurses Mock 1. So I'm going to do one that's called Mock 2. And I'm just going to go offline. I'm just going to start coding with some commits that you'll see me maybe comment about, come back on screen and do that. And but yeah, let's go bring this project in and just see how far I get. I'm just going to jump back in and say we brought in this new library. You saw Xcode doing some of its magic to bring in this project. I've just copied this error message because I'm going to put that into the commit. But let's commit this change, and then we'll get into a main program to start using this. Now that it's in our project, we can start to use this thing. I'm going to go and make a SwiftCurses Mock 2, And really, we're just going to copy this code, but use the library the way that it's documented, and what things we can learn from the library when we're going to look at the source code of this thing is what we're going to do. All right, let's keep going. Just want to jump in and comment on this output. I'm looking at it more closely, and I didn't look at it closely the first few times. This is doing that fetch where it's grabbing the dependency, and here it's creating this working copy. And I believe, if I'm right, this is what's going to go into that build directory in checkouts. Yeah, so this is the directory that I expected to see yesterday when I was trying to walk through the stuff that I did over the offline time, and wasn't able to find it. But this is what I was looking for. When you go into this directory, this is in fact the actual computer code, including the Git repository, so you can you can do some pretty interesting things, but just the fact that you have the repo locally means that you can read his very helpful commit message. I'm actually trying to read this while talk at the same time. I like this non-blocking calls. I've already said that in my day job I work in Node, and that language, but you do spend a lot of time not blocking, and you have to kind of work around it. And so okay, so let's go and make this commit of adding at least this change. wrong directory. Yeah. So we have this new file, and I'm going to add to it. And what we'll do is bring in the dependency. One thing that I'm noticing here is with the, I call this the split view, but it's not really a split view. It's a side-by-side view, and you can see it does word wrapping based on this 80 character limit that I put here. Oh, actually, it does word wrapping based on the width of the screen, the width of the text. But there is an 80 character limit that I put here. You can see when I position the cursor, right in front of this gray area here in the lower right, you'll see that I'm on line 14 in column 80. I've been noticing more and more things about Xcode and reading more and more about it, and learning a lot about its capabilities, including the shortcuts. Before I would do Apple, I would click here to open and close this area. I don't need to do that. It's Apple 0 to do that. But if I want to look at the list of files, it's Apple 1. And these are also shortcuts available via shortcuts. This one that I like using is Apple 5. These are just numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do Apple 4 to find text, and all the way up to 9, Apple 9. These are the messages. So lots of new things I'm learning about Xcode, and basically a much more peaceful exploration of this IDE. And right, so I'm going to keep going, adding this dependency. Okay, I didn't expect to run into an error with this. You can see it's complaining about source code that that's from this library, which is that's disappointing. I have a feeling that what it needs to do is something like this: input Darwin.ncurses. So I am going to try that, but I'll be doing it inside of this checkouts directory, which is a little sketchy. I'm gonna look to see if maybe somebody talked about this in the issues. Yeah, nobody's talked about this. And I wonder if it's also because of the age. This is 3 years ago now, so I am going to attempt to grab this changing a read-only file. Well, I'm not. See if I can even write it. Read-only is set. I overwrite it, and I'm just curious if this will build now. Okay, I think I'm just missing something in the instructions. Let me make sure. No such module. We'll bring back my change and take a look at this Package.swift. Oh wow, it doesn't. Oh, I'm in the sources directory. This Package.swift. Yeah, system library, curses. Wow, this is didn't expect to do this. Oh, cannot load module curses as curses when I do import curses. I wonder if it's because of curses that I have in my package. Yeah, there's no curses here other than this. So we're going to run a quick experiment just to be sure that it's not an issue. I will how do I know this is not an issue? I was going to make a new project. 4. Then we'll make it 5. And then what we'll do is we'll bring in the skip the git stuff. We'll bring in the project into this one. And see what it does. Whoops. Okay. Yikes. I think I made a mistake. I am going to exit this. It's still doing stuff. I meant to do something like this. Make Swift 6 and then Swift package. Basically the stuff I did from the beginning, from the very first commit. So I will yeah, basically this thing. So we will get rid of this by closing this project and then deleting it. I don't know why I needed to do that. I could have made it Swift 6. I made it Swift 6. And now that's there. And I'll just do it right in here. Just do this without the tightrope, without the net. Yeah, then just say Swift build this thing. We'll see it bring in the project. Terminated line. So yeah, I'm a little worried about this error because I mean, what I can do is oh, well, he put it 012, which is this one. It's, oh wow. I'm pretty sure I put 0.1.1, but this thing, from. I think this means that it will pick a version from 0.1.1. There's some semantic semver stuff going on. SEMVER. But suffice to say, I didn't think it was going to get 0.1.2. And it's building something. Sure would be nice to know what it's doing, and I can do PS E as actually doing something. Now, this is programming too. especially open source programming with projects you find on GitHub. This is something that hadn't had an update in 3 years, much like the other project that we tried to bring in yesterday, the Darwin.curses project. So, so here it is. It built. I'm now going to edit the main. Yeah, this is what we're gonna build it. What'll be interesting is what will happen if this works. Now, I mean, this is gonna work, but now let's see what happens if I bring in the minimal code here. Holy mackerel, that worked. Yeah, so now I have a problem. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at what I'm doing. Yeah, 0.1.2. Yeah, 0.1.2. What's mine in wordle-cli? 0.1.2. Boy, now you're gonna see me live debug this thing. Let's see if I can come up with it. Let's see. Very troubling error, because I definitely don't get this in the other project, and it's okay in the other project. So we're gonna do things yeah, these are real errors too. Yeah, runs fine here. I run. This feeling that there's something left over from all of my other previous experiences, and I bet I'm gonna do something radical. I'm gonna close this project. I don't know if this is allowed, but I'm gonna first do this Swift and the modify. Let's look at this. Yeah, let's add this into the project, and because this should be working. Yeah, so let's let's all right, I meant to do the verbose switch where it might be having some problems. Oh, brother, that's going to be a lot of things to look at, but I'll look at them. You can see it's kind of building everything. What's its problem, though? Yeah, no, nothing up here. This is the start of the build, and it's just doing some stuff, but yeah, this .build, this directory, I have an intuition, but I don't know if I'm right, and I may have to just research this. So here's all the build stuff, and this is all, again, this is all stuff that really nobody should be messing with. But and I'm certainly not going to try doing this live, but the project is in a kind of a broken state. What I'll do now first is just do a push. This will put everything up to GitHub, and I'm going to do something that, again, just an intuition, but I'm going to get rid of my build directory. I don't know if this is allowed, if this is appropriate. I really wanted to see how big it is. Let's look at the Swift 5 one. 53 meg. So I don't know how big mine was, but I am going to now try Swift build in wordle-cli, where I've just deleted everything. also wonder what this number is here, 13. This looks a little, this looks, well, let's just see what, let's see how far it gets. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put the code in. Okay. Okay. Great. So we can continue after all that, but I will spare everybody. What we did was just, you saw me exercise a bit of intuition, which was to just destroy the entire build directory, which I'm not sure if people should even know about this. More importantly, I don't know if there's an easy way to do that in here, but you just saw, yeah, my experience told me something was up, and if I just cleared out this thing, it would maybe reset itself. And I got lucky. It doesn't always happen that way, but yeah, in a work setting, I might have spent another hour just looking at the compilation of all of these things and running them maybe one by one and seeing what other dependent files are there, maybe other verbose ways to print out what's going on in the compilation. But I'm glad I didn't have to do that. And I think what I'll do now is bring in this, just text format windows. I'm going to bring in this code. I'm not sure if I like this verboseness, but so yeah, you could see that it's working properly. And what I'll do now is I think what I'll do is just spend a little time to code up basically this, and see how far I get with that. So the other thing that's interesting is that the commit that we just pushed up, I'm clearly going to have to edit that, and yeah, but I've already pushed it up to this, and I think what I'll do is in the next commit, I'll just have to explain what's happening with this. So let's do some more programming, and yeah, the goal in this bit here for say the next 10-15 minutes is to try to make we're going to try to make Swift Curses Mach 1 using the library that I just brought in, the SwiftCursesTerm. And we'll see how far, we'll see how far I get this time. It's workable. It's workable. What I like about this library is, it's a little verbose. I got used to doing it this way, but here you can put it all in one line. This is also in Yikes notation, which is how Ncurses likes to do things. And then this refresh true, it seems as if I could possibly set that to false. And let's see what happens if I do that. No, I guess then this will pick up. So it might be interesting to try these. That's good. Yeah. Now I'm going to replace this. What is it going to be? 1, Yeah, it's gonna be super painful. The VI mode is not quite VI mode. It's not quite pure Vim, so I can't do some snappier things, but it's okay. I'll just do it this way. So funny. One of my co-workers, he's a hardcore VI user, Vim user, and I'm sure he would laugh seeing me be hesitant doing these kinds of edits. But again, we haven't figured out all of Xcode yet. I'm going to keep going and come off screen for a bit. All I'm doing here is printing out the old code and using the direct Darwin way, and I'm going to now try it with this one. We can compare and contrast. Oops. Cannot convert value of expected argument type. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. Okay. Right. I got to put content here. Let's see what kind of help the author put. Nope. No help. I'm going to go to the definition. What? I can't get to the source code? I like that question mark. Let's see if this fixes it. And if this fixes it, it kind of... makes me think about the argument labels and how some of them are seemingly optional. And because I don't have any windows here, let's see what this produces. Yeah, I have a feeling this is not going to work. Am I not saving this file? That's definitely not what I have here on line 16. Okay, good. Very good. Notice that this, the one that I wrote is kind of dimmed. So I already like that this is brighter. I think mine is dim because of these color pairs, which need to be set up in order to use colors. Given that, I'll go and the other thing is addStr doesn't seem, again, there's no kind of bothers me that there's no help, but it's just open source. So I think what I'll do is just get to these ones here, and then we'll call it quits on that. I'm feeling good about this progress, and I'm getting a little used to the API. As you can see, what we're using ncurses for is very, very simple. We're just printing strings at specific parts of the screen. So I don't think we need all of its capabilities, but the Windows stuff, and yeah, I see. It allows for just the content or the content line column. So these are just variations of the function. I think so. Tomorrow we'll go and look at this. We'll go and try to continue this exercise of converting this over from direct calls to ncurses to using SwiftCursesTerm, because I like the idea of using this library and learning how to possibly write your own library with this. So we'll take a look at that a little bit. But so let's run this and see what we get. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not, I mean, it's what we have. It's what we have in this code here, but yeah. So let's commit this. Yeah, my previous commit was this at present. So wow, I'm always, I don't know why, but SHA-1 ID and from Git that's just numbers, it makes me feel funny. I just took the first 8 characters though. Maybe see how big the Wordle build directory is. See one back. So we have some good work that we have to do. We're gonna, I guess for homework, read some more of this. Oh wow, if I want to contribute, I'll contribute. I want to write some documentation. Maybe. We're gonna take advantage of this, and we're gonna put the library, we're gonna bring the library into our into Xcode to look at it some more. Just geek out a bit. I mean, this is what this thing is for. So thanks for checking this out, and we'll catch everybody next time.